Hi, I'm Pat Croce, and welcome to our ACS HEALED Guest Spotlight. And our guest is Stephen Brown, who has joined us over the past year. We brought him back. He's a 61-year-old father, husband, cancer survivor, triathlete. Man, this guy just runs with cancer throughout his body. Stephen, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good to be here. And I actually celebrated a birthday since we last chatted, so I can say I'm 62 now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank
So
you.
I know, but maybe some new viewers don't know that you've been living with chronic incurable leukemia for the past 17 years now?
16, yep. February 24th of 2006, I was diagnosed with what we call chronic lymphocytic leukemia. No known cure today, so it's the kind of thing that you stay on top of, you maintain, you try to manage it and keep it in some kind of a remission state. You prevent it from advancing, you prevent it from hindering your lifestyle, but you can't cut it out and throw it away like you can a tumor or some other cancers.
So being an avid runner prior to the diagnosis and after the diagnosis, how has your fitness level benefited you with the diagnosis?
Well, yeah, honestly, I really think, even again, I've been an athlete my entire life, and I think going into my initial treatments way back 16 years ago, I was in pretty peak shape, and I think that really paid dividends for me sitting in a chemo chair for several hours on end, and going through that whole process of initial chemotherapy treatment. I know that emotionally and physically, just being in that kind of decent shape helped me on all fronts. And I maintained that as best I could throughout all my different treatment cycles over the years. And again, just the emotional benefit that I've derived through that lifestyle, as well as what it's done for me physically. There's no doubt in my mind that it has helped keep me in remission. And if I do have a little flaw and hiccup and a little minor setback, I really think that living the lifestyle that I live helps me get back on track.
So the Iron Man that you are, Steve, tell our viewers what you would do after your chemotherapy, how you would get home. This is amazing.
Well, if it was a good day, right, I would run home from chemo. But
How far was that?
How far?
Yeah.
That was only about 1.5 miles from our home at the time where I was treated.
But you had chemotherapy, got out of the chair, and you ran home.
Kind of ran. Yeah, I shuffled home, but I moved, right? I took the initiative to put one foot in front of the other, and for a laundry list of reasons and benefits, I wanted to be in control, and I wanted to make that run, sloth, crawl, jog back home from treatment.
But see, you're the poster boy for healed health and energy through active living every day. And that's really important because most people, when they're diagnosed with cancer, don't become active again. They get on the couch and figure that they're better off allowing the illness to abate by itself, which is not effective.
It's not. And a lot of times it's just fear, right? They're afraid. They receive a diagnosis and all of a sudden they become more fragile, or they perceive themselves to be more fragile than they actually are, right? And that should be a conversation with their oncologist, with their physician team, and say, okay, what are you allowing me to do? What am I able to do? What am I capable of doing? And then they should do whatever they have the green light to do. I have 4 keys, right, that have been very successful for me throughout this entire journey, and I'm happy to allow.
These are good. Give it to us. 1.
Feet. And by that I mean, and you'll appreciate this, just be where your feet are at all times.
Oh.
Don't think too much about what's coming. Don't obsess too much about what happened. Stay grounded, stay present, stay where your feet are.
Oh, I love that.
Number 2, choices. We have choices in all of this, in how we perceive it, in how we process it, in the actions that we take. So remember and exercise those choices and be kind to yourself. If you make a choice that's not the right choice, be kind enough to yourself to allow yourself to recognize it, to redirect, to make the next choice to get yourself back on track.
Okay.
Number
Feet,
three.
choice. Go ahead.
Yes. Chocolate. And I don't mean a Hershey product or a Kit Kat bar. What I mean is continue to do the things that feed your emotional sweet tooth,
Ooh.
whatever that is, right? Reading, gardening, walking, I don't care, needlepoint, whatever it is, do it. Feed your emotional sweet tooth. And number four, most important, movement. Stay active, keep moving, whatever that means for you. I'm not saying people need to go out and train for Ironmans or triathlons or anything else. I just mean keep moving, one foot in front of the other.
So let me just repeat those: feet, choice, chocolate, and moving.
You got it.
So those four, and you have a book, don't you? What is your book? What's your latest?
It's called Relentless Metal, My Cancer, My Rules.
METAL?
METTLE.
Oh, good. Relentless.
As in grit and yeah.
Good. So how have those four ingredients helped you now during these 16 years of this incurable leukemia?
Well, you know what? They're things that you can apply to everyday living. You can even take the disease component out of it completely. If you think about those four keys, it should get you through pretty much any situation and any adversity that you're faced in life. Sometimes there's something wrong. You don't know what it is. You're in a funk. You don't feel right. Whatever it might be, you're in a cranky mood. If you just take a minute and push the pause button and think through those four things, feet, choice, chocolate, movement, something's probably lacking. There's probably a disconnect with one of those keys, with one of those components. And I find myself thinking about that all the time. I wake up in a crappy mood. Well, what's wrong? Well, I didn't run in 2 days, or I'm thinking too much about something that did happen or that will happen, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? You kind of go through the punch list of, you almost do a root cause analysis of why am I in a funk? And I run through those keys, and it usually resolves the reset.
Stephen, I love those. Can you share with us right now your present workout routine?
Right now, I'm working out for the sheer joy of working out, right? I will do something every day, and maybe that's 30 minutes on the Peloton that's sitting right behind me, but it's out of your view. Now you maybe see a handlebar. Nice weather, I'm going to get out and I'm going to get some kind of a light run in. As the nicer weather, as we get more and more nicer weather, as we get more into somewhat of a racing season, my distances will increase from a couple miles to 5 to 10 to 15, miles on the road. I'll always do some kind of a light strength routine a couple days a week, and that can be body weight exercises, that can be dumbbells, that can be something. So, something that taxes the system every day. And that doesn't mean tax it to the point of, oh my God, now I need 3 days on the couch. It just means elevate your heart rate, get the endorphins flying, get yourself moving and motivated, and just go. Get outside and go.
And before I let you go, how are you feeling?
I feel great. So I started, wait, didn't somebody coin that phrase? I feel great. I started a new targeted therapy medication back in December. I was having some adverse side effects to my previous med. Started this one back in December, and things are looking great. No more side effects. I feel really, really good. My labs are trending in the right direction. Everything's falling into line. So I'm really hopeful this will be a longer term solution for me. But all indications are very positive right now.
Stephen Brown, before I let you go, repeat your 4 ingredients to a healthy lifestyle.
Feet, choice, chocolate, movement.
For more Steve Brown, join us at ACS Healed Gathering at acshealed.com or 6abc.com. Stephen Brown, I just love your energy, mental, physical, and emotional, spiritual. Peace, brother. Thank
Likewise, my friend. Thank you very much.